So, Donald Trump just lost control of Mar-a-Lago. A federal judge issued an emergency seizure order 5 minutes ago, and Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha himself, just broke his legendary silence on Trump with a response that's sending shockwaves through both Wall Street and Washington. It's honestly hard to believe this is happening, but the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, working with federal authorities, just executed what legal experts are calling the most dramatic property seizure in American political history. And trust me, when you hear what Buffett said about Trump's financial empire, you'll understand why this changes everything. This isn't just about one property. We're talking about the complete unraveling of Trump's entire power base, and the timing couldn't be more explosive. Let me fill you in on what's been happening. Mar-a-Lago has been Trump's fortress since he left the White House. It's where he holds court with Republicans, plans his political moves, and essentially runs his shadow presidency. The property isn't just his home, it's his headquarters, his fundraising venue, and the symbol of his post-presidential power. Since January 2021, every major Republican has made the pilgrimage to Palm Beach to kiss the ring. Whether it was McCarthy begging for support, DeSantis trying to stay in Trump's good graces, or donors writing million-dollar checks, Mar-a-Lago has been the center of the MAGA universe. But here's where the rubber meets the road. For the past 6 months, prosecutors have been building a case around financial fraud related to how Trump valued Mar-a-Lago for tax and loan purposes. According to court documents filed today, Trump claimed the property was worth $8 billion when applying for loans, but valued it at just $27 million for tax purposes. That's not just a discrepancy, that's what prosecutors call criminal fraud. The investigation started with the New York Attorney General, but quickly expanded when federal authorities discovered connections to interstate banking fraud. Now, this is where it gets wild. Judge Sandra Chen, a Bush appointee who's known for being tough but fair, issued the seizure order at 2:47 p.m. Eastern Time today. The order doesn't just freeze the property, it transfers operational control to a court-appointed receiver. Trump can't host events, can't use it for political purposes. And here's the kicker, he can't even access certain areas without court supervision. Federal marshals are already on site, and they've locked down the main ballroom where Trump was supposed to host a major donor event tomorrow night. It's absolutely unprecedented. Reports from around October 28th revealed just how desperate Trump's financial situation was getting. According to Forbes, his liquid assets have dwindled to historic lows, with most of his wealth tied up in properties that are either mortgaged to the hilt or facing legal challenges. The truth is, Mar-a-Lago isn't just Trump's home, it's one of his last remaining assets that actually generates positive cash flow. Without it, his entire financial house of cards starts to collapse. And that's exactly what prosecutors are counting on. The seizure order specifically states that Trump engaged in a pattern of fraudulent representations that substantially harmed financial institutions and violated federal banking laws. Talk about strong words. Judge Chun didn't mince words at all, writing that Trump's conduct showed willful disregard for legal and ethical boundaries in pursuit of personal enrichment. When a federal judge uses language like that, you know things are serious. And this wasn't a private conversation. The order was filed publicly, with the judge clearly intending to send a message. She even scheduled a press conference for tomorrow morning, which is virtually unheard of for a sitting federal judge. Legal experts are saying this signals she wants to get ahead of any Trump narrative about persecution or judicial overreach. Warren Buffett's response came just 90 minutes after the seizure order. In a rare public statement, the 94-year-old billionaire said, "When you build a business on deception, eventually the bill comes due." I've watched this situation carefully, and what we're seeing is the natural consequence of treating business like a con game rather than a trust relationship. Buffett went on to say that he's been warning private investors for months to distance themselves from Trump properties. The fundamentals simply aren't there, he said. This isn't about politics, it's about math. It's honestly hard to believe Buffett would be this direct. The Oracle of Omaha famously avoids political controversies and rarely comments on individual business failures. But according to sources close to Buffett, he's been deeply concerned about Trump's influence on American business ethics. One Berkshire Hathaway board member, speaking on condition of anonymity, told CNBC that Buffett views Trump as an existential threat to the reputation of American capitalism. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen Trump's inner circle abandon him when legal troubles mount. We've spotted this pattern time and time again. Just think about how Jeff Sessions, his first attorney general and one of his earliest supporters, ended up on Trump's enemies list. Sessions had been loyal from day one, but the moment he recused himself from the Russia investigation, Trump turned on him viciously, calling him mentally retarded and traitor. Then there was Bill Barr. Trump thought he had found his perfect attorney general, someone who would protect him at all costs. Barr even intervened in the Mueller investigation and mischaracterized its findings. But when Barr refused to back Trump's election lies after January 6th, Trump branded him a disappointment and coward. Barr went from being Trump's shield to just another target of his rage. And let's not forget Mike Pence. 4 years of absolute loyalty, never contradicting Trump, always playing the perfect supporting role. But when Pence refused to overturn the election results on January 6th, Trump's supporters literally built a gallows outside the Capitol. Trump himself tweeted that Pence didn't have the courage, while the